mute. This afternoon, Rebecca Fountain from the women's soccer team. She is our camera lady for the afternoon, and everyone may remember Rebecca as scoring that overtime goal in the NCCAA South Region Championship game to defeat Toccoa Falls College and send the Eagles to the national championship tournament. Rebecca Fountain did that, and she's going to let you see all the action going out there on the field this afternoon. Pitching for the TBC Eagles, Robert Herrera making his second appearance overall. This will also be his second start. Didn't fare too well his first time out. 1 2/3 innings pitched. He allowed 4 earned runs on 4 hits while walking 2 and striking out 1. And this is a batting order that he will face. Second baseman Turner Maddox will lead things off. The DH, Anthony Dorak, will bat second. Batting third at third base is Brad Toxin. The cleanup hitter is right fielder Luis Torres. Batting fifth in left field, Matthew DeLay. Batting sixth is the first baseman, Bradley Fleener. The catcher, Cameron Rosario, will bat seventh. Shortstop, Michael Sowers, will hit eighth. And batting ninth in center field, Caden Bastian. So that's the batting order for the Thomas University Nighthawks, led by head coach Tom Fleener and his assistants, Fernando Gonzalez, Greg Tobin, Eric Fox, and Luis Martinez, the athletics assistant. The Nighthawks are 5-2 so far on the season. No record in the NAIA Sun Conference, one of the very best conferences in the entire country. TBC Eagles are 4-5 coming into play this afternoon. No record in the NCCAA South region. They played some pretty good baseball, especially offensively, and even their losses have been very close. So TBC Eagles looking to break even here in game one of this twin bill on a cool but otherwise very nice Tuesday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Little bit of a cloud cover, but no chance of rain in the forecast, at least for the next few hours. And we are ready to begin as left-handed hitter Turner Maddox steps into the box. He'll be the first batter that Robert Buster Herrera will face. Maddox hitting .333 on the young season, 4 for 12. He's driven in 2. One of those 4 hits a double. And Herrera is ready, working from the stretch exclusively. And his first pitch is a fastball right down the middle, and this ball game is underway. Strike one called. TBC Eagles softball is in action at Bruton Parker College this afternoon. Game one went to Bruton Parker 4-0. Game two just now getting started. Herrera's pitch, nice little change of pace, and he got Maddox out in front. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Glad you're joining us here on TBC Eagles Sports Network on YouTube. I'm Ray Bureau, bringing you the action. No balls, 2 strikes. Herrera with the pitch. Tried to get the hitter to chase that one. Maddox not biting. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, we should have a lot nicer weather than we had at our last home game. Had some problems with the infield and ended up finishing the Friday night game on Saturday as the Eagles split what turned into a doubleheader against Payne College. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes after that high fastball. Give you the Eagles infield in just a little bit. And this one misses down low. So the count is full. That's after Herrera got 2 quick strikes on the hitter. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch on the way, ball 4. And a leadoff hitter is aboard. And coming up is a designated hitter, Anthony Dorak. So runner at first, nobody out. Maddox with a pretty good lead off first, and Herrera's first pitch in the dirt, and that's going to allow Maddox to take second base. So a walk and a wild pitch. And the Nighthawks have a runner at second with nobody out. Anthony Dorak hitting an even .400 on the young season, 4 for 10 with a double and 6 runs driven in. He leads the Nighthawks in the RBI category through the first 7 games, and he has a chance to tack on 1 more with the runner at second. Good speed, and Turner Maddox, nobody out. 1 ball, no strikes. Herrera checks the runner a couple of times and delivers, and the fastball misses upstairs. Sammy Crawford in left field. Parker Laffery playing center. Colby Kennedy in right. Josh Wharton, the third baseman. Mark Rogers at short. And we'll finish it up in just a moment. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. This one is in the dirt and blocked by the catcher, Cale Jones. Daria Huerta playing second. Will Van Sickle, as always, at first. Cale Jones, who just made that stop behind the plate. And Robert Herrera on the mound for the TBC Eagles. 3 balls, no strikes. Herrera got 2 strikes on the first batter, and then he's missed with 7 in a row. And 3-0 misses high for ball 4, so the first 2 batters have drawn a free pass. And now the middle of the batting order is coming up. Brad Toxin, the third baseman, with 2 on and nobody out. Toxin is 5 for 16 with 6 RBIs, tied for the team lead. And again, he has 2 men on with nobody out. Game 2 between the softball Eagles at Bruton Parker. Getting underway any moment now. Lana Fletcher got another complete game, but the Barons of Bruton Parker got to her late, had a 4-run 5th inning, and won the game 4-0. Eagles really hit the ball well throughout that game, just had some tough luck, hitting a whole lot of atom balls. And the first pitch to Toxin is swung on and fouled back, and Toxin was looking to do some big-time damage with that swing. So no balls and a strike. Herrera checks the runner. Another look back at second, and now the 0-1, swing and a miss, and a nice sinking fastball, and Herrera is ahead of Toxin, no balls, 2 strikes. First of 2 7-inning ball games here this afternoon and into the evening. Eagles will have some time off before they play again. They just played 4 games in 2 days against Southeastern Baptist College and split each doubleheader. Breaking ball stays up a little high, a nice pitch, but Toxin let it go for ball 1. That's a lot of baseball. 4 games in 2 days, and then coming back just a couple of days later. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one is popped up, and it's going out of play. And the count remains 1-2. Middle infielders are playing back to try to turn 2. They'll concede third base. Josh Wharton also back, trying to knock this one down. Force any of the 3 bags. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Toxin at the plate. And a long look by the pitcher. Now ready, and the pitch. This one is popped up, foul territory. Wharton coming over near the dugout, but it's going to get out of play. So another 1-2 pitch coming. Nice little battle between pitcher Robert Herrera and batter Brad Toxin. In case you just joined us, Turner Maddox and Anthony Dorick both led off to start the game. Maddox advanced to second on a wild pitch before Dorick drew ball 4. That's been it so far. Third batter of the game, Brad Toxin. 2 on, nobody out, top of the first. And Herrera delivers, and there's a ground ball foul. And everybody will return. That one hugging the line and taking a left turn right in front of the bag. So count remains 1-2. And Herrera now ready. Toxin digs in, and another 1-2 on the way, and a high drive, well hit towards center field. That ball's going to be tracked down and caught. Runner from second, Maddox will tag. He'll get to third. A productive and a very good at-bat for Brad Toxin. He's out, but he does advance the runner. So fly ball to center, advancing the runner to third. Goes down as an 0-for-1 for Toxin, but again, a very productive out as it puts a runner at third with 1 out. And also Dorick still at first. Cleanup hitter, right fielder Luis Torres. Chance for him to drive in the game's first run with that runner 90 feet away and only one man out. Middle infield is going to play back, try to turn two, and get out of the inning. Runners on the move at the first pitch. Jones with the throw. He is safe. He got around the tag. The throw had beaten him, but a good slide by Dorak gets around the glove, and he's in there with a stolen base. Cale Jones put a perfect throw on. We have to credit the runner. He made a good job avoiding the tag. So 2 men in scoring position now with 1 out. Torres at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Torres has driven in 1 run. He's hitting .631 in the early going. 4 for 17, or that's his OPS. He's hitting .235. A ball and a strike. First pitch was a little bit outside on the steal, and he pulls this one hard foul. And the count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Eagles infield now playing in to try to cut the runner down at the plate. Herrera ready. And the 1-2 on the way. High fly ball. That will at least get a run home. That ball is going to be caught. Here comes Maddox, and the throw will be cut off. Nighthawks lead 1-0, taking advantage of a couple of free passes. So credit Torres with an RBI sacrifice fly to left. And the Nighthawks lead 1-0. Dorak holds his position at second base, and it brings up left fielder Matthew DeLay. He's hitting .429, 6 out of 14, 2 doubles, and 4 runs driven in. Right-hand hitter at the plate. And the first pitch is a curveball, and this first one is fouled off. Well, if Herrera can get out of the inning with just the 1-run scoring, that will be a pretty good job. Had some control issues for the first couple of hitters, then got a couple of easy fly balls. Nighthawks with some good base running, however, get that first run of the game. No balls and a strike, and a pitch. Good fastball taken for strike 2. Understand we have a little bit of video difficulty. We'll keep working on that, see if we can make it a little better for you. Meanwhile, the count of no balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch from Herrera. This one fouled straight back. DeLay may have helped the pitcher on that one. Kind of lunged for it once he started to swing, knowing that he had to make contact and stay alive, and that's what he did. DeLay an RBI opportunity. Herrera a chance to get out of the inning with just the 1 run. The 0-2. This one right at Wharton. He knocks it down, picks it up, throws the first in time to end the inning on the 5-3 putout. 1 run, no hits, 2 walks, 1 man left, and after a half inning of play, Thomas leads 1-0. And we'll go ahead and give you the batting order for the TBC Eagles. Leading things off will be center fielder Parker Lafferty. Mark Rogers will bat second. He's at shortstop. First baseman Will Van Sickle will bat third. Josh Warden, who just made that play at third base, he will bat cleanup. Colby Kennedy is in right field. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, the catcher Cale Jones. Batting seventh, playing second base, Dario Huerta. Dylan Owens is a designated hitter, and he will bat eighth. Sammy Cochran will bat ninth. He is the left fielder for the Eagles. They will face Anthony Menendez of Thomas University. No record so far. This will be his second appearance, first start. 2 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 2 runs, but only 1 of them earned. 3 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts for the big right-hander, Anthony Menendez. 6'7". He's a freshman from Wesley Chapel, Florida. Played his high school ball at Cypress Creek High School. So he'll get his first look at the TBC Eagles. Usually these two teams battle each other pretty well. More times than not, they have split their doubleheaders, whether playing here in Jacksonville or in Thomasville, Georgia. Parker Laffery will bat first, followed by Mark Rogers and Will Van Sickle. No update yet on the softball game. Trinity Baptist at Bruton Parker, game 2. Still looking for the first update. So Parker Laffery will lead things off for the TBC Eagles. Laffery steps in. Menendez is ready. Long look. Now the windup, and the big right-hander delivers. Fastball in there for strike 1. No balls and a strike. And the 0-1 on the way. Got on top of that one. And that one is in the dirt. So the count even up at 1-1. And the 1-1 on the way. A fastball right on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the TBC Eagles leadoff hitter, Parker Laffery, followed by Rogers, Van Sickle, and if anyone gets on, Wharton and Kennedy. And this fastball misses a bit inside, and the count is even up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Menendez with the windup and the pitch, a breaking ball, chopped towards second, has a chance to beat it out. The scoop, the throw to first, just in time. Good play by the second baseman. Turner Maddox charged in and in one motion was able to get the flip to first for the out. So Mark Rogers will come up with the bases empty and 1 away. Good hustle by Laffery. He made it a close play. Maddox, though, good defensive effort. And the first pitch, this one misses inside. Rogers 6 for 34 with 4 RBIs as he steps in. First plate appearance of the afternoon. And the 1-0. And that's a fastball in there for strike 1. So the count even at a ball and a strike. And Menendez with the pitch and misses high. And Rogers is ahead 2-1. Hello to Mr. Robert Herrera Sr. cheering on his son out there on the mound for the Eagles. Got in a little bit of a jam, but was able to work out of it with just 1 run scoring. Rogers takes strike 2. Didn't look like he agreed with the call, but the count is even up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the right-hander delivers a breaking ball that misses high for ball 3. Rogers works the count full. And the 3-2. And that one tried to get out of the way, and the ball ended up hitting the bat. So a foul ball, and Rogers still at the plate. Three balls, 2 strikes. And Menendez, long look in, now ready, and the payoff pitch, ball 4. And the Eagles have good speed aboard with 1 away. So Rogers falls behind to start the at-bat, then works the walk, and it brings up Will Van Sickle. He's hitting .438. 14 out of 32, and Van Sickle has already driven in 10 runs in 9 games for the Eagles. Rogers 1 for 1, in case you're thinking of a steal. Modest lead off first. Good secondary as the ball gets away, and that's going to put Rogers into scoring position for Trinity's big RBI man here in the early part of the season. That's going to be a wild pitch. That one was way up and over the catcher. So a chance for Van Sickle to drive in the tying run. Middle infield, hanging back. That allows Rogers to get a couple of extra steps. 1 ball, no strikes, and a fastball right down the middle. Van Sickle with the take, not the pitch he wanted. He wants to at least try to pull the ball and move Rogers to third, if not drive in the runner. One ball, 1 strike. Menendez calls time, wants to talk with his catcher. Like we said, the Eagles are going to have some time off before they play again. Well-needed rest coming up. This is their 6th game in the last 5 days. So next Eagles game will be at the Russ Math Tournament on February 25th. Everybody ready now. A ball and a strike. Van Sickle, the left-hand hitter, digs in. Menendez delivers. There's a high drive, very well hit to right center field. That ball is going to be on the ground. Rogers will score. He rounds third. They're sending him on in, and Van Sickle pulls up with a stand-up RBI double, and we're tied at 1. Boy, if that ball had any lift on it, it might have had a very good chance to get out, as Van Sickle really struck that one hard. But he does drive in the run, and he's standing at second with only 1 out. So the patience by Mark Rogers, just like Thomas did in the top half of the inning, leads to the run, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, Josh Wharton. Van Sickle now driven in 11 on the season. This is only game number 10, and the first pitch to Wharton, he tried to go deep, and he swung right through it for strike 1. Wharton is hitting 8 out of 24. That's .333. He's driven in 5. Tying run just scored. Potential go-ahead run at second. And a high fastball to Wharton evens the count at 1-1. First hit of the game for either team. Menendez takes a long look back at Van Sickle. He doesn't really steal a whole lot of bases, although he does run well. And there's a strike to Wharton and making the count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Van Sickle is 1 for 1 in steal attempts so far this season, but he's already at second. And a good curveball, and Wharton was able to just make some contact and stay alive. That was a sharp downward breaking curve. So a count of 1-2. Inning started with a very good defensive play at second base, getting Lafferty. Rogers walked, came in on the double. Swing and a miss. Wharton helped out the pitcher on that one. He chased one up and out of the zone. Colby Kennedy now has a chance to put the Eagles out in front. Kennedy playing right field for Coach John Copeland, who's been the only baseball coach in TBC Eagles program history. Kennedy at 2-11, 4 for 19. He's driven in a run. He's also drawn a couple of walks. That first one I thought might have grazed off Kennedy, but no, says the umpire. Inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Chance for Trinity to take the lead, and the pitch swung on and fouled off, and the count is even at 1-1. Cale Jones waits on deck. Jones has already hit a grand slam this season. Big bat hoping to get up there with at least one man on base. And the pitch. And this one misses. So Kennedy is ahead 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Outfield not too deep. Kennedy ready. Here comes a 2-1. A fastball, line drive into right field. Van Sickle will stop at third. Kennedy unfortunately hit that one a little too hard and right at Luis Torres, who has a good arm. And he makes a good relay throw. Fundamental baseball by the Nighthawks, keeping Van Sickle at third. So Kennedy hit the ball very hard. Unfortunately, no run crosses the plate, at least for now. Hopefully, Cale Jones can change that. Jones at the plate, chance to drive in the go-ahead run. We're tied at 1, and the first pitch, curveball, is in there for a strike. Jones let that one go. He wanted a good fastball, and he could drive. Hello to Angelo Pontello. Give you a shout out here, the Sports Information Director of Thomas University. He and I always have some very good conversations through the email as we prepare to face each other, either here or there. That one is in the dirt, and a nice block by the catcher, Cameron Rosario, kept not only Van Sickle at third, but Kennedy at first. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, 1 run is in. Runners at the corners. Both of them hit their way aboard. And the 1-1 on the way, and Jones fouls this one off. Both teams took advantage of walks early in the inning. Turner Maddox led off the game with a walk. He came around to score without a hit. Mark Rogers got a free pass with 1 out in the bottom half. He scored on Van Sickle's double. That's been it so far. We're still in the bottom of the first, so in case you're just joining us, you're up to date on the action. And a good breaking ball that catches the outside corner, and Jones takes it for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but the Eagles also get a couple of hits and a run. They leave 2, and after 1, we're tied at 1. We're going to be back in 60 seconds after this message from the MCCAA. Get ready for the top of the second. Each team got a run in the first, and hitters 6, 7, and 8 are due up for the Nighthawks. Fleener, Rosario, and Sowers. Herrera, 1 inning pitch so far, didn't allow a hit, but he walked 2 men, and one of them came in to score. Fleener, Rosario, Sowers, 6, 7, and 8. Anybody gets on, Bastian bats 9th, and then the top of the order. Good to see Eagles bounce back after giving up the run in the first, tying it up. Will Van Sickle laced one, a 1-hopper off the right center field fence. A low line drive, and as I said earlier, if he had gotten some lift on it, that ball may have carried out of here. It's about 375 where he 1-hopped the fence. Trinity Christian Academy baseball got a preseason win last night, 13-0 over Mandarin High School. The TCA Conquerors scored 11 runs in the second inning. Here is Bradley Fleener leading things off, top of the second. Herrera's first pitch, and an off-speed pitch that gets the outside corner for a strike. Fleener at 375 so far, 6 out of 16, 1 homer, 6 runs driven in. Tied for the team lead in RBIs, that is. And the 0-1, high fly ball, pulled foul down the right side. That one had home run distance. Fortunately for the Eagles, Fleener got out in front of it. 320 down the lines, 360 in the alleys, 400 to straightaway center. This is a major league size field. In fact, those lines, even though the fences have been moved in a little bit, are still longer than many of the major league parks down the line. No balls, 2 strikes, and a fastball. Fleener able to make contact and stay alive. That ball would have cleared that 320 sign by plenty, but he pulled it foul 1 pitch before. Hello to Bo Rogers. Yeah, we understand that the video feed is choppy. Trying to work on that. Here's a high fly ball, well hit towards center field. That should hang up and be an easy catch out there. Parker Lafferty tracks that one down, and there's one away. Well, as I've said many times, sometimes technology just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So new internet is being worked on here in the press box, not available yet. It does take some time and some effort. TCA head coach John Murphy says that should be ready before too long, hopefully within a couple of weeks. And the first pitch from Herrera to Cameron Rosario. That's in there for a strike. Rosario coming in at an even 500, 3 for 6 in limited opportunities so far, but he has driven in 3 runs. His OPS is over 1,000, and he swings and fouls this one off, and Herrera's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. So after a couple of leadoff walks to start the ball game, Herrera has looked pretty good. He's gotten some easy fly balls and a ground ball. So he has seemed to have settled in. Hello, Nicky Menendez cheering on the Nighthawks. Glad to hear the audio portion is okay. And the pitch, this one bouncing in the dirt, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, I do a lot on the radio too, so I've learned to fill in those kinds of gaps. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, base is empty. Top of the second, and the pitch to Rosario. This one is grounded into left field for a base hit. Good at bat by Rosario after falling behind. Just making contact and finding a hole, so he is aboard with a base hit. Brings up shortstop Michael Sowers. Sowers is hitting .333, 4 for 12 in the early going. This is game number 8 overall for the Nighthawks. They are 5-2. Good lead off first by Rosario. Herrera steps off, looks the runner back. No count yet on the batter. Now the first pitch is a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Sowers has gone down on strikes 3 times. Rosario, a very big lead. And a throw over to first, almost got away, but Van Sickle knocked it down and kept it right next to him. Rosario is 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts, and the lead he's getting tells me he's thinking of taking off. Herrera trying to keep that runner close. Gets a big secondary lead, and Herrera's pitch misses outside for ball 1. And pitcher wants a new ball. Count even at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 runner at base number 1. Aces are wild. Herrera getting encouragement from his teammates in the dugout. Now ready, runners going, and the pitch. Throw down by Jones. Good throw, but just a little bit late. The speed of Cameron Rosario and the big lead he got. Jones has made a couple of really good throws, but good base running by the Nighthawks have led to 2 steals. Pitch missed outside, so 2 balls and a strike. Chance for the Nighthawks to regain the lead. They led 1-0. Trinity came back to tie it. And the pitch. This one misses low and inside for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. A lot of room on the ground on the right side. And the pitch, swing, and a foul ball. So the count full. Huerta trying to keep the runner close at second. He's giving Sowers all kinds of room on the ground on the right side. Payoff pitch coming. Check of the runners. Now the 3-2. Strike 3 called. Sowers started to trot towards first. And that is out number 2. The first strikeout for Herrera right at the top of the zone. And now he could get out of the inning without a run scoring. Caden Bastian, the number 9 hitter, the center fielder for the Nighthawks. He's at the plate. 125 so far. 1 for 8. That hit a double. He's driven in a pair. Rosario at second base, and the first pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Herrera obviously doesn't want to give up too big of a lead in third base, but with 2 outs, don't want to put too much focus on the runner. Get that batter. Eagles able to back it up, try to knock it down and get the out at first and end the inning. No balls and a strike. And this breaking ball got away from him just a bit and missed it up and away. Count even at 1-1. Eagles have played some good, solid defense through the early part of the season. And the 1-1, runner on the way. Jones with the throw, got him. Cale Jones has made now 3 really good throws, and this one gets the runner trying to steal. And Rosario looked like he came up limping a little bit. He's going to get some attention from his third base coach. Another perfect throw by Cale Jones. This one in time, and that ends the inning. So Bastian will lead off as the Nighthawks come to bat in the 3rd inning. Right now we go to the bottom half of the 2nd. We're all tied at 1. We'll be back in just a minute. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, tied at 1. Each team scored 1 in the 1st, and the Nighthawks have a new man on the mound, left-hander Tyler Baker, who's making his 2nd appearance overall. Hopefully Anthony Menendez is okay. He did allow a run in the 1st inning on a couple of hits. He walked 1 and struck out 1 and threw a wild pitch. He is done for the game. Tyler Baker, so far, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. So his second appearance. And again, hopefully Anthony Menendez is okay. And I don't know why the pitching changed, but I just hope it's not for an injury. Meanwhile, Baker getting ready to face hitters 7, 8, and 9 in the Eagles batting order. Dario Huerta, Dylan Owens, and Sammy Coffrin. So Dario Huerta will step in. He'll be the first man that Tyler Baker faces. He's 1 for 11 so far on the season. Tyler Baker getting ready to throw his first pitch. He's a freshman from Smyrna Beach, Florida. And his first pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. And that one had a little bit of sink to it. And he gets out in front of Huerta. Dario Dom Huerta, one of our new TBC Eagles. Freshman from Palatka, Florida. And he takes a fastball on the inside corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Dylan Owens, Sammy Coffrin are the next scheduled hitters. And the pitch, line drive, pretty well hit towards center, but right at, and I mean directly at, Caden Bastion. Hard line drive, out number 1. Huerta gets that ball to the gap. It has a chance to skirt by for extra bases. He hit it that hard. Bastion, however, didn't have to move a muscle. Dylan Owens, a designated hitter at the plate. 250 so far on the season, 5 out of 20, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. He has struck out 5 times, but he's also drawn 5 walks. Owens is one of those guys who will do pretty much anything he can to help a team win a ball game. Tried to check his swing, but it was called strike 2. Owens will start. He'll be a defensive replacement, a pinch hitter, pinch runner, and he's happy to do anything Coach Copeland asks him to do. Able to stay alive on that pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. And Baker with the 0-2. Almost got Owens to chase, but Owens recognized it up and away. Held up in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 8 hitter in the Eagles batting order. And a 1-2 on the way, and Owens able to make contact and stay alive. News not so good at Bruton Parker. The Barons scored 8 runs in the bottom of the first and lead TBC 8-0. And this one is fouled off, and Owens is a battler. Nothing else. He's going to make Baker throw some pitches. More action in the Nighthawks bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch, a breaking ball and a high fly ball. Should be easy out there in center field for Bastion, and he puts it away for out number 2. Well, Owens made Baker work, fouled off a couple of 2-strike pitches, made some contact, but got under it, and there are 2 away with the bases empty for left fielder Sammy Coffrin. Sammy's hitting .231 so far, 6 out of 26 with an RBI. He's also drawn 4 walks. And the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Eagles won their season opener down in Fort Lauderdale against a brand new team, the University of Fort Lauderdale, joining the NCCAA this year. The Eagles are 4-5 overall. 4 games split at Southeastern Baptist College on Friday and Saturday. And the 2-0 to Coffrin, and started to go, but held up in time and took ball 3 upstairs. Give you some of the upcoming schedule for both the Eagles and the Nighthawks. We get an opportunity between innings. 4-pitch walk to Coffrin gives the Eagles a base runner with 2 away. Coffrin, like many of the Eagles, has some pretty good speed. Top of the order, Parker Laffery. Slow roller to second his first time up, and that was the really good play by Turner Maddox, charging in and getting the out just in time with Laffery hustling down the line. First pitch to Laffery, misses low and inside. Last game, Thomas University took Asbury University to extra innings before winning 11-7. That was game 2 of what was supposed to be a 7-inning game in the doubleheader. That ended up going 9. Thomas scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning. They beat Bruton Parker 20-10 on February 8th. 10-run rule cut that game short. So this team can swing the bat. They've also won a game 10-3 over Talladega College. That one fouled off, and the count's even at 1-1. Nighthawks swept Asbury University in that February 12th doubleheader this past weekend. Actually split. Asbury won the first one 6-3. And this one, high fly ball to center field, and Bastion is going to make all 3 putouts, tying a record that will never be broken unless somebody changes the rules. Eagles get a 2-out walk, but nothing else. After 2, we are tied at 1, so let's go ahead and give you some of the upcoming games. And as usual, we'll start with our visitors. After today's doubleheader here at TBC, Thomas will play Sun Conference opponent Kaiser University Friday, February 18th in West Palm Beach, Florida. Then a doubleheader on Friday and a single game on Saturday the 19th, so a 3-game series. Then Thomas will play St. Thomas University at home in Thomasville, Georgia, February 25th for 2, and February 26th for a single game. Nighthawks are back here in Jacksonville at NCAA Division II Edward Waters College on March 1st. And then their next home series will be against Florida National University March 4th and 5th. TBC will have some time off after today's ball game. Their next games will be the Russ Matt Tournament, 6 games between February 25th and March 5th. Exact schedule still to be announced, exactly which opponents and times of day, but they are scheduled to play 1 on the 25th, 2 on the 26th, have some time off, play again on March 4th, and 2 on March 5th. The next home games for the TBC Eagles, March 11th against Florida National University at 6 p.m., and then Saturday, March 12th, a doubleheader against the Conquistadors of Florida National beginning at 12 noon. TBCEagles.com for all the Trinity Baptist College information. And for Thomas University, it's TU Nighthawks, no K, that starts with N, TUNighthawks.com. And you'll see all the information you want for the Thomas University Nighthawks. We're ready for the top of the 3rd. Herrera so far 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. And Caden Bastion, who was at the plate when Rosario was cut down at 3rd, he will lead things off in the top of the 3rd. He's the center fielder who just caught 3 fly balls off the bats of TBC Eagles. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. And the 1-0, that one hits the batter. And Bastion will trot on down to first. So Herrera, a couple of walks, and now a hit batsman. And for the second time, the leadoff hitter is aboard without the benefit of a hit. Here's the leadoff batter of the order, Turner Maddox. He walked to start the ball game, advanced a second on a wild pitch, and came around to score the lone Nighthawks run. TBC able to come back with a run in the bottom half of the first, thanks to Will Van Sickle driving in Mark Rogers. Runner at first, nobody out. Maddox at the plate. Big lead off first by Bastion. Not going, and fastball misses up and away. Jones has made 3 really good throws. One of them got a base stealer. Good base running by the Nighthawks. Avoided at least one more caught stealing. And then the speed of Rosario just beat the throw. There's a high fly ball towards center field. Lafferty got turned around the wrong way, but stayed with it, and he made the catch for the out. Ball hit pretty well, but right at Parker Lafferty. Keep mixing up Lafferty in center with Coffrin in left. Anthony Dorick at the plate. He walked and stole a base in the first and ended up stranded at second. 1 out, runner at first. Dorick at the plate. And the pitch. There's a ground ball towards Wharton at third. He'll go to first. And the ball gets away from Van Sickle, and that's going to allow both runners to advance. A throw to second. It is in time. Good recovery by Van Sickle. That will go as an E5, allowing the runner to reach. Bastion able to go to third, and then Van Sickle cuts down Dorick. 3-6 on the putout. So there are 2 outs. Bastion, the runner at third for third baseman Brad Toxin. Great play by Van Sickle, recovering and making a good, strong throw to second to get the runner. Good communication by the Eagles defense as well, recognizing that they had an easy play at second base. First pitch was in there for a strike. Toxin 0 for 1, a fly ball to center in the first inning. Herrera with 2 outs, chance to get out of the inning without the runs scoring. This one in the dirt and a good block by Cale Jones. 2 balls, no strikes. Check that, my mistake. 1 ball, 1 strike, says the umpire. And the pitch, high pop foul. This one's going out of play. So a count of 1-2 with 2 outs and the runner at third. Herrera takes a long look in. Of course, with 2 outs, defense playing back to get the out at first. And a 1-2, swing and a miss. Jones will have to pick it up and throw to first to complete the putout. That's a strikeout and a 2-3 putout. Defense by the Eagles keeps the run from scoring. A leadoff hit batsman, but runner left stranded at third, and we go to the bottom of the third, all tied up at 1. Back in just a minute. Eagles coming to bat in the bottom of the third, tied at 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Rogers, Van Sickle, and Wharton. Tyler Baker on in relief of Anthony Menendez. Walked 1 man. Nothing else, however, in his first inning of work in the second. Now starting his second inning of work in the third. And a long look in by the southpaw, and the bottom of the third now underway with a fastball in the zone for strike one. Rogers walked in the first inning, advanced to second on a wild pitch, and scored on Van Sickle's double. No balls and a strike. Spins out of the way of this one, and the count is even at 1-1. Each team got a run in the first inning. Thomas first, then the Eagles. And the 1-1 on the way. A breaking ball popped up and off the fists and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, spring training was supposed to have started yesterday. Here's one very disappointed MLB fan right up here talking to you now. As that one misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully they'll get everything sorted out and we'll have Major League Baseball very soon. Baker ready, and the 2-2. Looper into center, and that's going to be the 4th putout in a row made by one man, Caden Bastian. Well, Caden, you're getting your money's worth so far in the second and now the third inning. Your glove should be very well broken in by now. Here's Will Van Sickle, who had the RBI double in the first, ended up stranded at third. Now facing a southpaw for the first time today, and the curveball's in there for a strike. No balls and a strike, and the pitch. Another good curveball by Baker. So no balls, 2 strikes. Baker takes his time, not in any hurry, but he's making some good pitches. And the 0-2, another breaking ball. Van Sickle held up in time. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 on the way. This one chopped up the middle and into center field. A base hit and a great job by Van Sickle. That ball had some sharp break to it, and he stayed with it, made contact, and found a hole up the middle. Van Sickle now 2 for 2. He's at first with 1 out for Josh Wharton. 0 for 1, went down on strikes in the first. Van Sickle runs well, doesn't do a whole lot of base stealing, but he's 1 for 1 so far. And the pitch, this one almost got away from the catcher. That's Cameron Rosario back there. 1 ball, no strikes. And Baker from the stretch misses low. Only the second time that he's had to go from the stretch. 2 balls, no strikes. Wharton can now look for a pitch that he likes himself. And the 2-0, got a fastball, but pulled his head and swung over it. 2 balls and a strike. They're giving him the right field line and the left field line as well, playing Wharton more toward the gaps. Modest lead off first by Van Sickle, and the pitch. And a fastball taken for strike 2. Baker's fastballs have some dip to it. Has a good sinking fastball. Count even at 2-2. Baker trying to come back from behind, and the pitch misses up and in to fill the count. And now with 1 out, we'll see if Coach Copeland has anything in mind with a 3-2. Assistant coach Jordan Broden, a former TBC Eagle ball player, played 4 years here for Coach Copeland. I'm still waiting for a chance to hit that knuckleball that Jordan likes to throw. I'm 52. I can still make contact. They'll throw me out, but I'm going to put the ball in play. So, Jordan, I'm challenging you again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Modest lead off first by Van Sickle. And pitch on the way. There's a line drive into center, but another one that goes directly at Caden Bastion. Guys, you might want to try somebody else. Bastion has now caught 5 balls in just 2 2/3 innings, and he's hardly had to move for any of them. They've all been hit directly at him. They've been hit well, but Bastion playing them perfectly. Colby Kennedy, 1 for 1, a base hit in the first. And the first pitch fastball. And he fouls it off. No balls and a strike. 2 outs now with Van Sickle aboard at first. He bounced one up the middle for a base hit. And the pitch, this one in the dirt, and another good block by Rosario. Count even at 1-1. Kennedy can keep this one alive. Cale Jones would bat next. And the pitch, hard ground ball, but right at the second baseman. That's going to be an easy 4-6 put out to retire the side. 1 hit, nothing else for the Eagles. We go to the top of the 4th, all tied up at 1. Back in 30 seconds after this message from the NCCAA. We played 3 complete, and each team scored a run in the first, and that's been it so far. Robert Herrera, after a slight struggle to start the ball game, has really settled in. He's allowed just 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. Those 2 walks were the first 2 batters of the game that led to a run. But again, he's really settled in since then. Nighthawks have already used 2 pitchers. Eagles got a run off Menendez in the first, but Tyler Baker has gotten some help from the defense, especially center fielder Caden Bastion. Eagles have really hit the ball well, but they keep hitting it right at Bastion. And then that last one was a good hard ground ball by Kennedy. Unfortunately, that went right at Turner Maddox, who turned it into the inning-ending out at second base. There's your summary as Luis Torres steps up to the plate. He drove in the run with a sac fly to left in the first inning, so no official at-bat. Herrera works exclusively from the stretch, and the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. No changes for the TBC Eagles. Herrera ready, and the 1-0 on the way. A fastball lifted high towards center field. Coffrin and Laffrey both giving chase. It'll be Laffrey fading over a little toward the gap and making the play. Torres got under that one. That allowed Laffrey to make the catch. Eagles have really good speed all up and down their order, especially in the outfield. That ball hangs up. Someone's probably going to run it down. So 1 out. Herrera working towards contact, letting his defense do the work. Matthew DeLay 0 for 1, a ground ball to third to end the first inning. There's a chopper towards short. Rogers charges, throws to first in time for the out. And Herrera with 2 quick outs to start the 4th inning. Bradley Fleener now at the plate. 0 for 1, he led off the second inning with a fly ball to center. Lights have been turned on. It's been cloudy and overcast, but again, the forecast doesn't call for rain. Pitch on the way, first pitch in there for a strike. Sun has peeked through the clouds, so the lights really aren't going to really have much of an effect until the sun starts to set. No balls and a strike, and the pitch in the dirt to even the count at 1-1. Bradley Fleener is a big man in the batter's box. Stands at 6'1", 210. A redshirt junior from Apopka, Florida, down in the Orlando area. No balls and a strike, or 1-1 rather, and this one misses outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2, or 2-1, 2 outs, bases are empty. Fly ball to center and a grounder to short. And pitch to Fleener and got away from Herrera, and he misses up and away for ball 3. Cameron Rosario waits on deck. I remember a bunch of these Thomas University names from their trip to Jacksonville in the past couple of years. Here's a 3-1, and ball 4 puts a runner aboard. 2 outs. Fleener at first, walk number 3 allowed by Herrera. Well, we made a few more adjustments, and thank you, Mr. Rogers, letting us know that things look a little bit better. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Now batting is catcher Cameron Rosario. He has a base hit, a stolen base, and a caught stealing. Stole second and was thrown out trying to take third. That ended the second inning. Takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. A lot of room in the right center field gap for Rosario. He lays down the bunt, and he's going to beat this out without a throw. A 2-out bunt single, catching everyone, even me, off guard. And 2 aboard with 2 away. Wharton playing back with 2 outs, just trying to get an out at either first or second. And Rosario, with his really good speed, took advantage of the opportunity. And we'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher. That is Kaysen Bowie doing the running for Rosario. Of course, both NCCAA and NAIA allow a courtesy runner for the catcher and the pitcher. First pitch fastball by Herrera in there for a strike. Most teams, their pitchers don't bat, they use a DH. Ryan Heller will. Not in the lineup so far, as that one misses low and outside. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 men on. And a pitch. There's a chopper foul. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Herrera now, chance to get out of the inning. Got the first 2 out pretty quickly, then a walk and a bunt single. Count of 1-2. Check of the runner, nobody holding him close, and there's a ground ball pulled toward the Eagles dugout. So count remains 1-2. Eagles playing back, not holding the runners, looking to get out of the inning on a ground ball, and this one misses up and in to even the count at 2-2. Buster wants to make it happen now. You don't want to go 3-2 and give those runners a running start. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. That right hand started to come up, but the umpire then stopped. And the count is full, so both runners off with the pitch. Umpire thought about ringing up the batter, but held up, and now we're going full. So far, the biggest pitch of the game for Robert Herrera. Runners will be going. There they go, and a pitch in the dirt for ball 4. Sowers is aboard. Fleener at third, Bowie at second. Walk number 4 allowed by Herrera. Number 9 hitter, Caden Bastion. But we're going to have a timeout. Coach Copeland heading out to the mound to talk with his pitcher. We'll be back in just a minute when play resumes here on TBC Eagles. Eagles have a new man on the mound. Philip Goffrich will take over for Herrera. Goffrich, a freshman from Haggerty High School. He's going to inherit a tough situation. Bases loaded, but he does have 2 out. Herrera got the first 2 men very easily to start the inning. Then a walk, a bunt single, and a walk loaded up the bases. Goffrich so far, 2 appearances, 1 start, 4 2/3 total innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. He has walked 3 and he has struck out 4. Just needs to get the batter, and that batter is going to be Caden Bastion, barring any changes. Bastion was hit by a pitch, so no official at-bat in the 3rd inning. He has a chance to put the Nighthawks back out in front. They scored first. TBC came back to tie it, and that's been it. So Goffrich will go from the stretch with the bases loaded. First pitch. Fastball and tapped foul. Thank you to East Coast Paddle letting us know you're watching. No live stat link available. We'll have the box score up on NCCAA later tonight, both games. No balls and a strike. And a good fastball taken for strike 2. Goffrich 1 strike away from ending the inning without a run scoring. The 0-2, and this one misses outside. Jones gave Fleener a hard stare at third base. Fleener not too far off the bag. Eagles defense playing back to get the out. The 1-2 and a breaking ball that misses inside. Goffrich not wasting any time. He's a get it and throw it kind of guy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Excellent job by Goffrich to retire the side. 2 walks and a bunt single. So 3 hits off Herrera. And Goffrich able to end the inning, stranding the bases loaded. And the Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the 4th, all tied at 1. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 are due up for the TBC Eagles in the bottom of the 4th. Cale Jones, Dario Huerta, and Dillian Owens. And if anybody gets on, Sammy Coffrin, then the top of the order. Each team got 1 run in the 1st. Goffrich came in, got a strikeout, a great pitch for a swing and a miss. That left the bases loaded. Thomas was threatening. Fortunately, there were already 2 outs before they got the runners on base. They'll have the top of the order in the 5th, Maddox, Dorick, and Thompson. But right now, Cale Jones will step in for the Eagles. 0 for 1. He was called out on strikes, his only trip so far. Eagles, after that first inning, have had only 1 base runner. Make that 2, a walk and a base hit. And the first pitch to Jones from Baker. Slow roller towards second. Should be an easy play from Maddox, and it is. 1 pitch, 1 out. Tyler Baker, in 2 innings of work, has allowed just 1 hit. He has walked 1, no runs. Dario Huerta hit a hard line drive, caught in center. That started a nice string of plays made by the center fielder, Caden Bastion. Eagles have hit 5 to Bastion, and Bastion's hardly had to move for any of them. 1 ball, no strikes, swing and a miss, and a ball in the dirt, even the count at 1-1. Baker ready, and the 1-1 on the way. This one is driven into left field for a base hit, and Huerta is aboard with 1 out. Dylan Owens at the plate. All right, a base hit by Huerta. And Dylan Owens has a chance to at least advance the runner into scoring position, if nothing else. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Owens a fly out to center his first time up. Coffrin on deck, and if the Eagles can keep it alive, top of the order will follow. A lot of room on the ground on the right side as the middle infielder is playing for 2. And pitch to Owens, a line drive down the right field line. That is a fair ball and a base hit. Huerta will stop at second. And another good fundamental play by the right fielder, Luis Torres, who has a very good arm. So Eagles 2 consecutive base hits. Runners at first and second for Sammy Coffrin, who drew a walk his only time up. Good opportunity for the Eagles to gain the lead for the first time today. If Coffrin can avoid a double play, then Lafferty will be next, top of the order. And a breaking ball misses for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Coffin has a lot of room on the ground on the right side. Squares around the bunt, goes right through it. Count of 1-1. Looked like he was trying to bunt for a hit. Pulls the third baseman up even with the bag. Brad Toxin, the Nighthawks third baseman, playing off the line as well. Here's a 1-1, and this one almost got away from Baker. 2 balls and a strike. Coffin now ahead in the count. Baker ready with the 2-1. This time, Coffin looking more like a sacrifice bunt. Chased one in the dirt, helped out the pitcher, and the count's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Huerta at second, Owens at first, 1 out. Baker delivers. And this one fouled off. Coffin just did get a piece of it. Tried to check his swing. Count remains 2-2. Middle infielders playing for the double play. Sowers at short, Maddox at second. And the 2-2, swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. First strikeout for Tyler Baker, but he's been effective. Eagles with 2 consecutive hits, but now 2 outs. Center fielder Parker Laffrey is 0 for 2, a ground ball to second and a fly ball to center. First of 2 7-inning ball games. We'll stop the feed at the conclusion of Game 1 and start up a new one right as Game 2 is ready to begin. Baker checks the runner at second. Huerta now delivers a good curveball taken for a strike. Laffrey wanted no part of the spinner. Count of 0-1. Laffrey also with a lot of room on the right side on the ground. The 0-1, high drive, pretty well hit towards right center field, but it's going to be chased down by Bastian. That time he had to run for the ball, but he made the play, and that ends the inning. Laffrey hit it really well. Eagles get a couple of hits, but unable to cash in, and we go to the 5th, all tied up at 1. Back in 60 seconds after this word from the NCCAA. Top of the 5th and top of the order due up for the Nighthawks. Turner, Maddox, Anthony Dorick, and Brad Toxin. Each team with a run in the 1st. That's been it. Philip Gottfried, 1/3 of an inning, and got a huge strikeout to end the threat. Now his first start to an inning, and the first pitch fastball in there for a strike. Maddox walked and scored in the 1st, lined out hard to center in the 3rd. No balls and a strike. And this one misses upstairs to even the count. Gottfried again working quickly. Doesn't waste a whole lot of time. And the 1-1 misses low and outside. No word on the starting pitchers yet for Game 2. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Maddox kind of lunged for that one. A little late on the swing as well. So count of 2-2. And this one misses low for ball 3. Eagles basketball, both the women and the men, finishing up the regular season. Thursday night at Toccoa Falls College, Saturday at Bob Jones University. Ground ball towards short, right at Rogers. Throw to first, close play, got him. Maddox hustling, almost beat that one out. I had to wait for the umpire, that's how close it was. And Eagles get the out. So women's and men's basketball, both at Toccoa Falls College Thursday, Bob Jones University Saturday, and Trinity Baptist College is hosting both the men's and the women's basketball South Region Tournament February 24th through the 26th. We plan to bring every game of the tournament, regardless of who's playing, right here on TBC Eagles. First pitch missed high for ball 1. Pitch on the way, and a strike right down the middle. The JV men's basketball team is on its way to New York Thursday and Friday. They're going to play in the NIT Bible College Tournament. Breaking ball, no. Looked good from up here, but it's hard to tell inside and outside on the close pitches from our vantage point. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way, and a chopper towards third. Wharton with the backhand. Didn't get much on the throw, and it got away from Van Sickle. That's going to be a base hit and an error, allowing Dorick to take second base. He had the throw beaten. Wharton might have been better off just holding on to that one. Tried to make the play. Infield single and an error on the third baseman. So 1 out. Dorick at second, Toxin at the plate. He has flied to center and struck out. Potential go-ahead run at second base. Pitch on the way. Fastball upstairs for ball 1. Eagles men's basketball 6-1 in the South region. Heartbreaking loss at Pensacola Christian on a buzzer-beating, falling down shot by the PCC Eagles. High drive, well hit towards center. Laffrey giving chase. He's going to get under to make the catch. Dorick will tag. The throw will be cut off, and a runner at third with 2 outs. Very well hit ball. It's 400 feet out there. Ball kind of hung up and allowed Laffrey to get underneath and make the play. Good base running by Dorick. No chance to get him at third. 2 outs. Torres at the plate. Cale Jones will have to be a brick wall back there to keep that go-ahead run from scoring on a ball in the dirt. Goffridge with the pitch. Line drive. Foul to the left side. That one hit so hard. Rebecca had a little trouble following that one. That's not her doing. That ball was blistered. Always going to remember that goal you scored there. You will too. Championship winning goal in overtime. There's a ground ball towards second. That's an easy play. Huerta gets the out at first, and that ends the inning. Pitch around the hit and the error. 1 man left. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Eagles trying to take the lead. We're tied at 1. New pitcher on the mound for the Nighthawks. We're tied at 1 as the Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. And the new man on the mound, right-hander Navin Figueroa. I'll give you the numbers on Navin in just a moment. He will face Rogers, Van Sickle, and Wharton. Baker, 2 very good solid innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no runs. Mark Rogers will lead things off. He has walked and scored, and he has flied to center. Nevin Figueroa will make his second appearance, both in relief. 1 1/3 innings so far, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Rogers is a fastball for strike 1. Rogers, Van Sickle, Wharton, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Eagles. No balls and a strike. Figueroa delivers a breaking ball that broke a little too soon and missed down low. Nice job by Philip Gottfried coming on in relief. Got the big strikeout to end the threat, then worked around a single and a throwing error. Got the next 2 men, so an inning and a third so far for Gottfried. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Haven't been able to meet Philip just yet. 1 hit and a strikeout. Figueroa delivers, and Rogers fouls this one off 2-2. Rogers, a junior from Fletcher High School in Neptune Beach, Florida. That's where my wife graduated from. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased one up and out of the zone. So Figueroa gets his first man he faces. And it brings up Will Van Sickle, who is 2 for 2, an RBI double in the first. And he bounced one up the middle in the third. Figueroa working very quickly, misses up high. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, base is empty. Eagles are batting in the bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 1. Figueroa again working quickly, and a misses low with a fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. Van Sickle, also a local product. He and his brother Ben played at Paxson High School in downtown Jacksonville. Here's the 2-0. This one misses low for ball 3. Van Sickle will take the walk. He's drawn 4 of those already this season. Here's a 3-0, and a good patient hitter takes strike 1, making the pitcher work a little bit. And Sickle with 11 RBIs, including that RBI double in the first. And he chops this one foul and fills up the count. He came in hitting .438 on the season. He's now 2 for 2, making him 16 for 34. And even though I'm good at math, I'm not going to try to do that one right now. There's a high drive, very well hit to center field. This ball is back, but Bastion has room and makes the catch. Eagles are really hitting the ball very well, but Bastion is able to make play after play after play, and that one looked like it had a chance. It was pretty close. Van Sickle swinging a terrific bat today. Bastion brought his glove. Josh Wharton is 0 for 2. He was one of Bastion's victims in the 3rd inning, a very well-struck line drive. High pop-up towards left center. Bastion giving chase, but he's going to give way to DeLay, who makes the catch and ends the inning. Well, Van Sickle gave us a thrill momentarily, but Bastion made a good play. 1-2-3, nothing across for the Eagles in the bottom of the 5th. After 5 complete, we're tied at 1. 5 complete. We're tied at 1. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Nighthawks. 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Eagles. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Thomas, Matthew DeLay, Bradley Fleener, Cameron Rosario, barring any changes, and DeLay is 0 for 2 as he steps in. Goffrich an inning and a third, 1 hit, and a strikeout. DeLay ready without delay, and the first pitch misses high for ball 1. We saw Nathan Figueroa work very quickly. We've seen Philip Gottfried also working quickly. Here's the 1-0, and that one misses low and inside. Pitchers work quickly. It keeps the hitters on their toes, gives them an advantage. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, high pop-up. That's going to get out of play to the right side. There's a lot of foul territory here at Trinity Ball Yard. There's also a whole lot of room outside the field to play. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Tied up the hitter on that one, got right into the kitchen. Mr. Herrera cheering on the TBC Eagles. Here's a 2-2. Little liner down the right side. That's a fair ball heading toward the corner. Extra bases for DeLay. He's going to have himself a leadoff double. That was an excuse me swing. Didn't really hit it all that hard, but placed it perfectly. And he's aboard at second with nobody out. I mean, that was right down the line. It was clearly fair. That ball rolled on into the corner. So DeLay aboard with nobody out. Bradley Fleener at the plate. A fly ball to center and a walk. Got as far as third in that 4th inning when Goffrich came in and got the big strikeout. First pitch in there for a strike. DeLay didn't really give that ball a good swing. It looked more like he was trying to spin out of the way, but it hit off the bat, got over Van Sickle's head, and rolled into the corner. The 0-1 in the dirt. Nice block by Jones. And the count even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Potential go-ahead run at second with nobody out in the 6th. Remember, it's a 7-inning game, and Jones again blocks one in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Eagles will have Kennedy, Jones, and Huerta due up in the bottom half of the 6th. First, they need to work around this leadoff double. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Left-handed hitter. Just trying to pull the ball to the right side, if not drive in the run. And the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Throw down to second is close, and they got him. Cale Jones picks off the runner. That is a strike him out, throw him out. Called strike 3. 2-4 on the putout, and a leadoff double is erased. DeLay hesitated getting back to the bag. It was a close play. The umpire said they got him, and Jones, who has a terrific arm, just got his second runner off the base paths. Cameron Rosario, the catcher, is 2 for 2. Had a line drive single his first time up and a bunt single his second time, and he takes ball 1 outside. Great throw by Cale Jones. And the 1-0. Ground ball into left field, and Rosario is 3 for 3. Now, he's the catcher, and last time, Kason Bowie came out to run for him. Let's see if Rosario, who has really good speed and ran the base paths the first time, it looks like he's going to do it again this time. Michael Sowers has a strikeout and a walk. Throw over to first, runner back in time. So Rosario 3 for 3. Very good afternoon. And this pitch in the dirt, and Rosario stays put. Rosario came in 3 for 6. He's now 6 for 9 on the season. That's a 667 average. Good lead off first. 1-0 not going, and ball 2 down low. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, a runner at first. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Helped out the pitcher, but now he's behind in the count 3-0. Bastion waits on deck. Runner not going, and ball 4 puts runners at first and second, but there are 2 out. That's the first walk issued by Gottfried. Brings up Caden Bastion, who was hit by a pitch, and he's also struck out. So 0 for 1. Chance to put his team out in front late in the ball game. Gottfried's first pitch, time was called, so no pitch. And home plate umpire is talking with the coaches, make sure everything's in order. Time was called, so no pitch. Matthew DeLay led off with a double to right. Then a strike him out, throw him out, double play, followed by a single to left off the bat of Rosario, and then a walk to Sowers. Coach Copeland heads on out to the mound, and that's going to be it for Gottfried, who has done a really nice job. Total up his numbers during the break, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher. We'll be back in just a moment. The new pitcher is Merrick Ask, making his 4th appearance. 3.86 ERA, 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Philip Gottfried, 2 total innings pitched, no runs so far, but he is responsible for the 2 men on base. He's allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Good outing, and hopefully Ask can do what he is asked to do and get out of this inning. He's going to face Caden Bastion, whom we told you about a moment ago, hit by a pitch and a strikeout, so nothing out of 1. Bastion came in to today's play at 1 for 8. He has a chance to put the Nighthawks out in front. It's been a well-pitched ball game and well-defended ball game from both teams. 2 errors by the Eagles, but they haven't hurt. No errors by the Nighthawks. Merrick Ask ready for his first pitch. Look at the runner, and a fastball misses high for ball 1. Merrick is what you call sneaky fast. Has a slow delivery. He's not going to overpower anyone, but he can get it up there pretty well. And the 1-0, fastball misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the order, Turner Maddox waiting on deck. Defense back with 2 outs, just trying to knock one down and get out of the inning. Here's the 2-0. And that one misses outside, ball 3. Ask wanted that call, but didn't get it. 3 balls, no strikes. And that one hits the batter, so dead ball, and everybody moves up 90 feet. Puts Rosario at third, Sowers at first, and that's the second time today that Bastion has been plunked. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Leadoff hitter Turner Maddox at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's also walked and scored. That was in the first inning. Again, Eagles playing back. There's a force out everywhere. And the pitch in there for a strike. Ask works exclusively from the stretch. Outfield about medium depth in all 3 positions. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Good curveball for strike 2. 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. There were 2 outs with the bases empty, and now, after a hit, a walk, and a hit batsman, they are loaded up. No balls, 2 strikes. Ask from the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So just like Gottfried's did, Ask comes in with the bases loaded and 2 outs and gets the strikeout. Or he came in with 1 out. Let me try that again. 2 on, hit a batter, and then got the strikeout to get out of the inning. Give me 3 or 4 chances, I'll eventually get it right. Go to the bottom of the 6th, all tied at 1. Bottom of the 6th in a 1-1 tie. Some really good clutch pitching from pitchers on both sides. Good clutch defense from both teams as well. Eagles have Kennedy, Jones, and Huerta scheduled, and if they can keep it going, Owens, then Cochran. So hitters 5, 6, and 7 are due up. Navin Figueroa, starting his 2nd inning, got a strikeout, faced only 3 batters in the 5th. Kennedy is 1 for 2, a base hit in the 1st, and fielder's choice that ended the 3rd. So Kennedy trying to get on board and push across what could become the winning run. Of course, the Eagles would have to stop Thomas in the top of the 7th. Figueroa's first pitch of the inning. Ground ball towards short, routine, and a good strong throw across in time. Sowers with the play, 1 away. Ball hit pretty well, but right at the shortstop. Cale Jones at the plate, called out on strikes, and grounded out to 2nd. Thomas will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the 7th. Dorick, Toxin, and Torres. One out, bases are empty. And the pitch, a breaking ball, and a good one for a strike. No balls and a strike. Cale Jones at the plate. Looking to get on base, and a chopper towards first, and that's going to be a really easy play for Fleener. Almost bobbled the ball, but held on. Had the out anyway, so 2 down. So 3 unassisted. Brings up Dario Huerta, who's hit the ball hard twice. He's 1 for 2. Huerta came in just 1 for 11, but he's 1 for 2 today. And takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Temperature is starting to drop down a little bit. We're in that time of year where it's really nice in the daytime and cold at night. Here's the 1-0 and a foul tip for strike 1. One ball, one strike. Figueroa works quickly, and the pitch, a breaking ball, got under it a little bit and missed high. Count of 2 balls and 1 strike. About 59 degrees. We started around 65 today, and we're supposed to drop a little bit closer to 50 before we're through tonight. And the 2-1 on the way, and this one is fouled back. Low to mid 50s on the forecast I'm looking at. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Figueroa has retired all 5 men he has faced. And the pitch, there's a line drive, base hit in the left center field. Second hit of the day for Huerta, and he's hit the ball hard all 3 times. That one just out of the reach of Michael Sowers, and the Eagles have a 2-out base runner. Dylan Owens, the scheduled hitter, and that is Owens at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Got a base hit into right his last time up. Sammy Coffrin on deck. Owens with the first pitch takes it low for ball 1. Now with 2 outs, Huerta doesn't have to wait to see where the ball's going. So a ball in the gap with Huerta's speed has a chance to score the run. Time called. Coach Fleener wants to talk with his pitcher. Again, the Eagles are going to have some time off after today. They're going to play at the annual Russ Matt Tournament, which takes place throughout the Orlando area. They'll play in Orlando, Auburndale, Apopka. That's not just the Eagles playing. That's teams from pretty much all over the country in the NCCAA and the NAIA. Of course, those northern teams, they love to come down to Florida and play some ball games in February. They don't get to do a whole lot of baseball throughout the year with these cold temperatures and the snow that they get up north. So that's why that Russ Matt Tournament is so big every year. Of course, Trinity Baptist, just a couple hours drive down the road. They get some reps in. And usually they do well in that tournament and then carry that over for the rest of the season. Eagles last year struggled, lost their first 10 games, but did well in that tournament, and they took off and had a fantastic second half of the season, winning at one point 8 games in a row, if I remember correctly. Ready to resume play with a runner at first, 2 outs. Owens at the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. This one in the dirt. Rosario did it just right, got his body in front, leaned forward, and kept the ball in front of him, and the runner at first. 2 balls, no strikes. Owens now in the driver's seat. Modest lead off first, and the pitch in the dirt again. Figueroa having a little trouble finding the zone after he retired his first 5 men that he faced. 3 balls, no strikes. Owens, I'm guessing, is taking all the way on this one. He is, and it's ball 4, and the Eagles have 2 men aboard with 2 out. A base hit and a walk. Third walk issued by Nighthawks pitching, first by Figueroa. Sammy Coffrin at the plate. He has walked and struck out. Now he has an opportunity to put his team out in front. With 2 outs, both runners off at the crack of the bat, so a base hit into the outfield should score that run. And the pitch.